In this video we are going to be taking a look at 10 unsettling pictures of ghosts. Are they real? You decide. It would be much appreciated if you could give this video a thumbs up, and if you enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe. Number 10. The Fire Girl. On November 19, 1995, Watertown Hall in England caught on fire. The fire raged on all through the night until the building was nothing but trouble. As firefighters battled the flames, a local citizen, Tony O'Reilly, decided to snap some pictures of the event. In one of his photographs there appears to be the clear image of a little girl standing in front of the inferno. No one remembered a young girl being at the scene, and there was definitely not a young girl in the burning building. Some believe this is the ghost of a young girl named Jane Sherm who, in 1677, accidentally started a fire that destroyed many homes in the town. Jane also died in the fire. Perhaps the photo is just smoke creating the amazing illusion of a girl, or perhaps it is a real ghost. Number 9. Ghost of a Gettysburg officer. In nearly 2.5 centuries of US history, no single event claimed more American lives than the Civil War. Each bayonet brandished, bullet fired and cannon detonated was fixed to kill an American after all. Amid such unimaginable destruction, emotional suffering and physical torment, it's no surprise that many Civil War sites are heralded as paranormal hotspots today. It certainly fits the mold of prevailing paranormal theory that so many grisly deaths in one location may fuel the likelihood of a haunting. For 3 days, the smells, sounds and chaos of battle bombard the senses. Sickness runs rampant, as men bite down on bullets and amputated limbs fester in disorderly piles. By July 4, 1863, the smell of gun smoke is replaced with the odor of 51,000 dead men, hot under the July sun. Fast forward 150 years. With some distance, it becomes clear that if ghosts exist at all, they certainly stand a high chance of lingering in the hallowed fields and woods of Gettysburg. A tourist snapped this photo at Devil's Den in Gettysburg. According to the tourist, there were no reenactors in the area, and she didn't see the figure until she reviewed her pictures. The figure appears to be wearing a uniform similar to what was worn during the Civil War. This is seen by many as a soldier that died during the war, his life taken away from him, his soul now trapped on the battlefield forever. Number 8. Grandpa's Ghost. This photo was received from Denise Russell. The lady in the color photo is my granny, she says. She lived on her own until age 94, when her mind started to weaken and had to be moved to an assisted living home for her own safety. At the end of the first week, there was a picnic for the residents and their families. My mother and sister attended. My sister took 2 pictures that day, and this is one of them. It was taken on Sunday, the 17th of August 1997, and we think the man behind her is my grandpa who passed away on Sunday, the 14th of August 1984. We did not notice the man in the picture until Christmas Day. Granny had since passed away. When I arrived at my parents' house that Christmas Day, my sister handed me the picture and said, "Who do you think this man behind Granny looks like?" It took a few seconds for it to sink in. I was absolutely speechless. The black and white photos show that it really looks like him. Number 7. The Woman on the Bench. This photograph was taken at Bachelor's Grove Cemetery in Bremen Township, Cook County, Illinois in 1991 during a paranormal investigation by the Ghost Research Society. The small, abandoned cemetery is known to be haunted, perhaps one of the most haunted places in the Chicago area. A woman sits on a tombstone, staring out into the trees. She was not present when the photo was taken. Number 6. The Ghost of Freddie Jackson. This intriguing photo, taken in 1919, was first published in 1975 by Sir Victor Goddard, a retired RAF officer. The photo is a group portrait of Goddard's squadron, which had served in World War I at the HMS Daedalus training facility. An extra ghostly face appears in the photo. In back of the airman positioned on the top row, 4th from the left, can clearly be seen the face of another man. It is said to be the face of Freddie Jackson, an air mechanic who had been accidentally killed by an airplane propeller 2 days earlier. His funeral had taken place on the day this photograph was snapped. Members of the squadron easily recognized the face as Jackson's. It has been suggested that Jackson, unaware of his death, decided to show up for the group photo. Number 5. The Watertown Ghost Faces. In 1924, James Courtney and Michael Meehan, crew members of the SS Watertown, were killed by gas fumes. The sailors were buried at sea off the Mexican coast. For several days thereafter, The ghostly faces of the sailors were clearly seen by other members of the crew in the water following the ship, which caused an uproar. When the faces again appeared in the water, the ship's captain, Keith Tracy, took 6 photos, then locked the camera and film in the ship's safe. When the film was processed by a commercial developer in New York, 5 of the exposures showed nothing but sea foam. But the 6th showed the ghostly faces of the dead seamen. The negative was checked by the Burns Detective Agency and revealed no tampering. Number 4. Abraham Lincoln's spirit. Abraham Lincoln was assassinated in 1865, but some have said that his spirit has lingered on, and not just figuratively, either. Over the years, there have been multiple purported sightings of his ghost, at the White House and Ford's Theater where he was assassinated, at Fort Monroe in Virginia, and at his tomb in Springfield. This photo is taken by the photographer William H. Mumler, the eerie visage of a ghostly Abraham Lincoln standing behind his wife. Number 3. The Brown Lady of Raynham. According to legend, the Brown Lady of Raynham is the ghost of Lady Townshend. She was married to Charles Townshend, a man known for his fiery temper. When Charles learned of his wife's infidelity, he punished her by imprisoning her in the family estate at Raynham Hall, located in Norfolk. He never allowed her to leave its premises, not even to see her children. She remained there until her death, when she was an old woman. Over the next 2 centuries, Lady Townshend's ghost was repeatedly sighted wandering through Raynham Hall, suggesting that she never left its premises even after she died. The Brown Lady continued to be sighted by various people over the next century. However, the most remarkable sighting of her occurred on September 19, 1936 when this picture was taken. It purports to show the ghost of the Brown Lady who haunts Raynham Hall in England. The image is widely believed to be one of the best and most convincing of all the known photographs of ghosts. In many publications it is presented as actual photographic proof of the existence of ghosts. Number 2. Cowboy Ghost or Mysterious Stranger. In 1996, Mike Clanton thought it would be a pretty cool idea to deck himself out in cowboy attire and have his friend snap a picture of him while he stood in Booth Hill Graveyard in the famous Tombstone, Arizona. Upon examining the picture, Clanton noticed a man in the background of the photo that was not there when the photograph was taken. Clanton was intrigued by this and set out to recreate the photo with the friend standing in the background and discovered it was impossible to recreate the picture without having the legs visible. Number 1. Ghost Passenger. The year is 1959. Mabel Chinnery had just spent the day at the cemetery visiting her mother's grave. To finish off a roll of film, she snapped a picture of her husband who was seated in the front seat of the car awaiting her. She had the pictures develop. While looking at the photographs, she makes a chilling discovery. In one of the photos, her deceased mother is sitting in the back seat of her car. Thanks for watching. Any thoughts on the video? Feel free to leave a comment down below. Here are some more videos that you may find interesting.